And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
Well, I'm gonna go on back to the house. See what's going on.
Okay,
You guys want to come?
No, we'll meet you there a little later, all right?
Okay. Bye. Careful.
See ya. Lily, you know what you were just saying? It kind of sounded a little bit like you were talking about your mom.
No, I love my mother very much, you know that. It's just that one thing my mother has taught me is that money and power can just do very strange things to people.
Wait a second. Does that mean if I go off to Harvard and come back and be a very successful, famous businessman, you're not gonna trust me?
No! Father, you know better than that. You know better than that. Just, I know money wouldn't take over your whole life, and you weren't brought up having money as the center of your life.
Yeah, that's true. I remember when I was on the rodeo circuit with Burke. We didn't really have much, but I looked up to him. And I seriously thought one day I'd follow in his footsteps.
Then you grew up and you decided you wanted more.
Yeah, I guess so.
That used to confuse me so much. The things you think you want just keep changing all the time.
Doesn't confuse you anymore?
But there's other things that confuse me. And Iva's helped me out so much in that department. She's had a very hard time of it. But she learned from her mistakes. And she fought for what she believed. I gotta be stronger. Like Iva.
I'm really gonna miss you around the station when you leave. You still determined to go to Colorado?
Yes, that's why I took a week's leave.
Now, you still think you're gonna find something we men overlooked?
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. I know there's got to be something out there in Colorado that's going to help clear camp. Of course, I could be wrong. It has happened once.
You told Tom you're going?
No, I don't want him to know.
You know that he's going with Kim and Franny as soon as you get state clearance for him. Why don't you go with them?
Because I just don't think it would be such a good idea, okay? I do have an idea, however, on how to help him get clearance.
Hi.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Fine. I saw you come in. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry I wasn't up to seeing you last night.
Oh, that's all right. I should have called anyway. I was just stopping by on my way back to Lila's and thought maybe we'd get a bite to eat or something.
No, maybe some other time. Anyway, it was bothering me. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry.
Hey, you don't have to apologize. I understand why you don't want to see me.
I told you why. I wasn't feeling well.
No, look, I know a little bit about what you went through with Doug Cummings, but that doesn't mean that every guy you meet's trying to hurt you.
What?
You don't have to avoid me. I'm safe. I'm not even in the running.
You've got to be the most insensitive man that I've
Hey,
ever
wait a minute.
known.
I was trying to be sensitive here.
If that weren't so sad, it'd be funny. Maybe sometime I'll just learn not to talk to you, know?
Wait a minute now.
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mona Lisa's. We got a special treat for you tonight. The woman who's going to sing for us is the first woman that I ever really loved. Please welcome my mother, Lyla Montgomery.
Thank you. It's so good to see you all here tonight, and welcome to Mona Lisa. And I'd like to sing, starting off with a favorite love song of mine. If you say my eyes are beautiful, it's because they're looking at you. And if you could only see yourself, you would feel the same way too. You could say that I am a dreamer who's had a dream come true. If you say my eyes are beautiful, it's because they're looking at you. Now my heart is an open door. Won't you come inside for more?
beautiful. It's because they're looking at you, and my eyes are just the windows for my feelings to come through. And by far you are more beautiful than anything I've ever known. If you say my eyes are beautiful, if you say my eyes are beautiful, it's because they're looking at you.
Now, Miss Ryan, to what do I owe the honor of this visit?
I wanted to thank you again for coming to this country on such short notice.
Oh, I wouldn't have missed it. It was the first time I ever got to play the indignant husband. It was grand fun. May I offer you a drink?
Yes, thank you. Something struck me kind of odd. When you saw Shannon after all these years, you didn't respond to each other like husband and wife.
Well, that's understandable. I've no special attachment to the girl.
Then why did you marry her?
Because I was a spoiled young swain who was used to getting everything I wanted. She was a great beauty, brimming with innocence. Only 18. I would have killed to have her.
Couldn't you have just slept with her?
The thought crossed my mind, dear lady. So I tipped the bartender to ply her with drinks. Even drunk, I realized she's the kind of girl you have to marry.
But you said you didn't consummate the marriage.
Well, that was a tragic error in judgment. She passed out right after the ceremony, so I left her on the couch, chaste, and spent the evening in the arms of a more experienced lady in Nice.
On your wedding night?
Aye. When I returned home and told her she was now a McKechnie and expected to do her wifely duty, she broke into a fountain of tears. It was the last indignity. I left again, and I never saw her since, till this afternoon.
You seem to have led a rather colorful life, Mr. McKechnie. Seems there's a lot of Angus McKechnie in you.
You know my family.
I made it my business to. I have a proposition that you might be interested in.
Yes, I thought this was more than a trip down memory lane, this visit. I'm all ears, Miss Ryan.